On to the fifth inning here. 7-3 Union City advantage over Trenton. It's a do-or-die game here for the championship. 14, 15-year-old Babe Ruth All-Stars, District Northwest region or district. Union City with a 4-run lead, leading off for Union City here in the fifth. Is Hunter Brown. 2-0 on Hunter. You can't fall behind on him. He'll make you pay. And Union City has their big sticks coming up. Caleb Dowell on deck in the top of the lineup. You'll see Fesmeyer, who did some damage control last inning, keep it going. Fastball right down the middle, strike one. Dan Reaves along with Victor Parkins. What's in the Milan Mirror Exchange this week, Vic?
Flipper Burks, new principal at Milan High School. It's new and exciting news for Milan, I think. Flipping, you know Flipper? He brings a lot of enthusiasm to the school.
Great hire by Milan. And another terrific teacher / administrator lost for Jackson Madison County Schools. Flipper Burks, athletic director at Liberty for a number of years. Ball four, Brown reaches first base, and now Caleb Dowell will step in there. Flipper went on, left Liberty, went to West Middle as principal there. Done a terrific job at West. Flipper told his staff early this morning, first thing, that he was leaving to head to Milan as the brand new principal at Milan High School. Now we got some activity on the mound as Trenton going to head to the bullpen. And ask for some relief on the mound. So Fesmeyer does his best. Holds this high-powered Union City offense to 7 runs. You can close the book on Fesmeyer. 7 runs over 4 complete innings. And now Trenton will bring in Tim Fields, the shortstop. Powell, the third baseman, will move over to shorts, and Fesmeyer looks like he's going to go to third base. So Tim Fields, the fantastic shortstop, now on the mound for Trenton to try to stop the bleeding here in the top of the fifth inning. He'll inherit a runner. Hunter Brown on first base, and he'll have to face the top of the lineup for Union City. Caleb Dowell, Jordan Fowler, and Jackson Seals. And Victor, you know this, all three of those guys can really hammer the baseball.
They've all had good games here tonight, and I'm sure they're kind of foaming at the mouth at this is a 7th or 8th pitcher that Trenton's used tonight.
Yep. Game number 2. Union City had to beat Trenton to force a game number 2. And that's what they did. If Trenton could have won that first game, they'd be headed to Camden and the state tournament. Now they've got a race of 4-run deficit. And they have 9 outs to do it. Babe Ruth, 7-inning games. So Fields says he's ready, and we're ready. And Caleb Dowell will stand in there with nobody out, top of the 5th inning, and a runner on first base for Union City. Worthy Road Studios, call them. They'll film your event, 731-499-1730. Dowell stands in there with nobody down and a runner on first base. First pitch swinging, pops it up, out of play, foul ball, strike 1.
Well, I just can't help but say it every time he gets up to bat. He is such a just a good, tall, just a good-looking athlete.
He sure is.
A long reach.
He certainly helps Union City behind that plate. 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Fast, got a strong right arm, does Dow, the leadoff batter. How many times do you see the leadoff batter being your catcher? You know, that don't happen very often.
Not very
I don't
often.
think Johnny Bench ever led off. Fouled off at the plate.
May have gotten off the old big toe there, the way he's
I think
hobbling
so.
a little bit.
That hurts. You ever done that?
It's been a long time. Been a
What?
long time since I've swung a bat. Do you still play a little softball?
I still play. We just finished our summer season playing the Jackson City League. Great league.
I heard it ended with a real bang over there.
Oh, yeah, the fights.
Heard about that.
Yeah, sure did. Here's the 1-2. Curveball stays inside. Ball 2. Even accounted 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was close. But Dow takes it. Ball 2. Runner on first base. Nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-2. Curveball. Call strike 3. Boy, that was a beauty from Tim Fields for the first out here. As Johnny Milligan used to say, that hateful thing, a mosquito flying around here. You know, I talked to someone the other day, says John E. Milligan still living, still hanging out in Milan. Do you know John?
Yeah,
Used to
the
own
TV
Milligan's TV
the
service,
TV
yeah.
repairman.
Yeah.
Had a feature story on him about a year ago.
Jordan Fowler stands in there, first pitch in a dirt, ball 1. That's the first job I had. Milligan's TV service and repair.
Can you still repair a TV?
I never could, Vic. I'd pick up and deliver. I was muscle. Pick up and deliver TVs. Fields over to first base. Back safely is Hunter Brown. Boy, it's funny how times have changed in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Back in those days, the TV was a piece of furniture.
Yeah, I think better last a long
Yeah.
time.
2-0. And we would, and Milligan's TV sales and services, you know, Victor, was right downtown Milan. He probably had maybe 15 TVs on display. 2-0. Ball 3. 3-0. The bulk of the business was picking up and delivering repaired TVs. I remember this one family, we delivered their TV, and the whole family, about 7 of them, was sitting around on the couch waiting for us to plug it back in. 3-0 pitch right in there, strike. There goes the runner. Nobody's covering second base.
Called him asleep.
They sure did, and Hunter Brown swiped second base.
Nowadays, if something goes wrong with the TV, out it goes.
Throw it in the trash. The TVs are so much better quality than they were back in the 80s and so much cheaper. They're a lot lighter, Paul. They sure are. 3-1. Fields delivers. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Anderson, but too late to even make the throw on to first base. And another base hit by Jordan Fowler. Well, I don't believe you can get a ground ball through the middle of that infield with Anderson out there. That'll bring up Jackson Seals as Union City now. Something working here, the top of the 5th inning. Runners on the corners, only 1 down. Remember Archie Moody?
I remember Archie.
It was Archie's family was sitting around on that couch waiting to plug that TV in. There goes Fowler. Well, he changes his mind, and a high throw down to second base. Gets over the shortstop into center field, and scoring on the air is Hunter Brown, and Jordan Fowler will move on down to second base.
You know, Dan.
Oh, boy, and there's a – oh, boy, I tell you, Miguel Anderson just threw that ball out of anger.
I don't know what you call that that play, but I really think they were trying to get the run home from third the whole time. Trying to create a run down at second to get the run home from third. That's the way it.
I think you're right. Just playing a chess game with him. Fouled out of play. Strike one.
Talked to the Union City coach in between games, and he said, he wanted to keep that 4 or 5 run cushion, and he just increased it to 5.
0-1 curveball outside. 1-1. Well, that's selfish of you, Victor. Want me to move my water?
Sorry about that.
Victor said, I'm not the one being selfish. I made my nest here and had my water right in front of Victor's view of the screen. Two and one. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1.
Took Paul about 7 innings to convince me I needed to be watching the monitor instead of the field. I'm a believer now.
Oh, Paul Schultze?
Yeah, I was watching the whole game out here. Now I'm watching it right here in front of me.
Ball 4. I thought it was 3, but the umpire says no. Scoreboard was wrong. That's ball 4. So runners on first and second. Still only 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Union City adding on to the lead. It's 8-3. Going to bring up Christian Carey. Christian Carey, the bearded third baseman for Union City. Last at bat, he was hit by a pitch. Took it right off the skull. 1-0's right in there. It's 1-1. So, yeah, we'd pick up and deliver TVs for Milligan's TV service, me and Adam Minton.
I guess Adam did all the work.
Well, yeah, I was the brains of the outfit. Curveball, call, strike 2. Yeah, you had to get that TV back to Archie and his family before wrestling come on Saturday morning.
Well, Lance Russell was a big part of our life back
Oh,
then.
man, he was great. 1-2 pitch inside, 2-2. You know, I had a chance to hang out with Lance for an afternoon a couple of years ago. Great guy. He's an awesome guy. Very talented.
Is he still around?
He lives in Sarasota, Florida. He's retired. He came to town for a Legends show at the Jackson Coliseum Open Arena. He was listening to my radio show coming in. He drove up there and he said, man, you got the gift of gab. I got to tell you, it was a great compliment coming from Lance. I said, thank you, Banana Nose. Joyce thought that was funny. 2-2 popped up. Pitcher calls for it, makes the catch for a big out number 2. So big out there. That's going to bring up big old Brett Woodward, the first baseman for Union City. Yeah, Lance is retired, living in Sarasota, Florida. I believe Sarasota. No, he's down in Florida. He gave me his phone number, but he won't answer. I think he's got caller ID.
Of course, Dave Brown was his co-host. He's from right here in Trenton.
Yeah, Dave is from Trenton. Dave Brown, the weatherman. Can't trust the weatherman. Strike 1 on Woodward. Yeah, Dave Brown's done really well. WHBQ in Memphis, then on to WMC TV. Line drive, right center field. Center fielder moves over, makes the play for out number 3. Nice play out there by the center fielder, Mateo Anderson. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Union City 8, Trenton 3.
I had Dave as my guest a couple of years ago, and he was a big advocate. His daughter and his dad,
No, bottom of the 5th now.
they were wiped out. Drunk driver. So that's mainly what he does.
in Memphis.
That's mainly what he does now. Goes around and speaks to it.
It was I know his daughter and
they're two of his grandchildren, I believe. At least one. There were three of them, I think, his daughter and one grandchild at least. So he, he gave that spiel, well received. Anybody got any questions? He would ask about that. I was just sitting in the back. I said, Dave, you don't know me, but I feel like I know you, like, really close. I said, every Saturday morning growing up, me and my gang hung out with you. And he said, well, I really appreciate that. And I said, well, I got to where I knew a lot about wrestling. I went to see it live. We would go to Jackson Coliseum on. I said, I was always told, I'm not sure, I want you to clarify this. The championship matches, I know the rest of it's fake, but the title matches are real. I said, tell me that is
Give
true.
me that. Just give me that.
And he said, you know how many title matches I saw in my career? He said, I'll tell you how many of them was real. Kept waiting for him. Dude just won.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Trenton at the dish. Down by 5 runs. And they're running out of time here if they want to win this Northwest Tennessee District title to move on to the state tournament. They're going to have to get something started here. Bottom of the fifth inning, 8-3. Trenton down by 5. Oh, first pitch right in there, call, strike 1.
Coach told him what was coming.
Yeah. Preston Fesmeyer leading off here for Trenton. Garrett Northern still on the mound here for Union City. Curveballs in the dirt, even accounted a ball and a strike. Now, Dave Brown still does weather, right, for WMC, or is he retired?
I'm not sure, Dan. It's a good question. I do try to watch the local news.
That's something I've gotten out of the habit of watching local news.
Just have the internet.
It's 250 channels on the internet. Oh, boy. Fesmeyer takes one right off the bicep or tricep. So he'll take first base.
And several hit batters tonight.
Yeah. As cool as it is, that's got to really sting. Nathan Autry was standing there, running on first base. Nobody out, bottom of fifth inning. I'm going to have to go home and get out my heated blanket,
it's
electric blanket,
chilly
on these cold July nights here in West Tennessee. Little squibber to first base. Nice play for the out. Brett Woodward unassisted. He's played a great game, hasn't he?
He has. He's been solid.
Well, it's a productive out, though. Gets a runner in scoring position. And now Trent will work with the top of the lineup. His leadoff batter, Tim Fields, will stand in there. One down, bottom 5, 8-3. Advantage Union City. Union City's led throughout the game. Fields swinging, foul ball back to the screen. It's 0-1.
Fields showed us that he can go deep.
Yeah, he nearly hit one out of here. And he's not a big guy either.
No,
he's got a lot of pop.
Be a good time for Fields to do that again.
He's playing against his daddy in a Babe Ruth All-Star game. The tournament was in Rutherford, I believe, or maybe Dyersburg. I was on shortstop. He hit a ball I thought I had a chance to catch at shortstop. Round ball, second base, over to first for a big out number 2. I thought I had a chance to catch it on shortstop. It didn't stop rising until it went about 340 feet for a home run. That'll bring up Mateo Anderson, the center fielder for Trenton. 2 down, now to runner on third base. Outside, ball 1.
You know, these kids, all of them.
Holy moly.
There's your friend.
Flying roach. You know, I think that was Mateo Anderson. This is Tim Fields at the dish.
All these kids have got to be getting just a little bit tired.
Yeah, I thought about that earlier based on me being tired. But now they are 14, 15-year-olds. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner, and he's going to be thrown out at the plate. And again, Caleb Dow making his mark. That'll do it for Trenton.
Wow.
In the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll move to the 6th. Union City in control, 8-3.
Can you say MVP?